ask.
Hey?
I'll talk your way if there's something I need to ask anyway.
Do what pictures? Do it as a 2-part thing. What the hell's the banging?
Evening. Bring that up, okay. Hiya, Debbie. Wait for a few more of you to join. Hiya, Penny. Thought we'd try a paranormal live tonight. I hadn't done the images for a little while, or I've only done it once with the visual side of Deadwave for which is the SpiritBox app, the visual side. And I know the last time I did a paranormal, we ended up at the end having a couple of famous spirits come through. So I know I noticed as I put, would anyone be interested in that? That a few of you had asked, could we try and bring famous spirits through on SpiritBox and visual? So I'll go with the visual side first, but we will try some famous spirits rather than spirits of loved ones. So I will ask you for some ideas of famous spirits we can invite through, but I don't want any controversial past spirits. I won't ask for them to come through with the intention that could cause a problem. One for me on the page and two for families. So no recent spirits, no controversial spirits, but famous spirits that have passed, and we'll see whether they can show themselves on the visual app. Okay, and then we'll try and get some communication from the Deadwave side of the app. If it goes well on the visual, I can actually put both sides, the SpiritBox and the visual, on together. But it'll be up to yourselves to identify the spirits rather than me. Some I may not even know what they look like, but I'm going to go with requests from yourselves, okay, of what spirits to try and call through. I do hope everyone's had a good day. I know before we started, if you haven't got a drink with you, you have got some time before I start to go and get a drink. Or anything like that. Evening, Simon. But yes, what we're going to do is bring through some famous spirits, if possible. I can't promise, like always, this is something new, that is going to work. I was ultimately surprised on the last Paranormal Live when we had Henry VIII, thanks to a viewer's son bringing him through, and Queen Victoria, I think it was, that I knew nothing about, but some of you could take the information that she was giving, and then followed by Winston Churchill, which I thought was rather interesting. And personally, I thought that was definitely him with the information he was given. So any historic spirits, we'll try and bring them through with your suggestions or who you want, and see what they'll show themselves on the visual side of a SpiritBox, and see what they'll talk on the SpiritBox. So we'll be open to you to recommend a few when I say. If I get a bit of paper, then I can write those down. But if anyone does want to get a drink before we start, please feel free to go and get a drink. I've got some paper by the side of me. That's even more helpful. I'm guessing you're talking to someone else then, Grace. I was going to say, surely you'd expect to have met me on here. It's my page. I'm guessing you're talking to Sharon. Okay. So yeah, no, we'll see whether we can bring any through to show themselves. If anyone can think of any very distinct famous people that are in spirit, preferably that aren't recently deceased, but that are easily recognizable, that would be a great start. if anyone wants to put through spirits that are easily recognisable, that would be great. Thought of two off the top of my head, but I know are distinct. One would be Buddy Holly, one would be Elvis Presley, but that's up to yourselves whether you'd like that to be asked for. But I know that they're both distinct features, that they might be easily recognisable. So someone that's easily recognisable would be helpful on the visual side. Michael Jackson, I wouldn't bring through. I wouldn't ask or request for him to come through because it's still up in the air with some of what he supposedly did. So I know I wouldn't ask for Michael Jackson to come through. I'd have loved to have asked him, but I won't do that. Probably that could cause a problem or uproar for some. Okay, well, we'll put a tick by Elvis then. I thought he was easily recognisable. Some of these I'm writing down. I don't know who they are myself. He's definitely recognisable. He's definitely recognisable as well, Bob Marley. Okay, I'll just recap. So tonight I was doing a paranormal live again with the spirit box, but I was going to do the visual spirit box. Some of the viewers had commented on the post with me saying, would anyone like a visual spirit box again? And said, famous people. So I'm willing to try that. I can't promise it'll work, but we'll try and bring some famous spirits through. But I don't want anyone that's controversial or would cause a problem. And anyone that's passed recently, I think is too close for comfort for family-wise. For visualize ones, anyone that's easily recognisable would be a great start, because obviously spirits have got to manipulate the act, so we've got to try and be the ones, or yourselves got to be trying the ones recognise. Like I know someone had just said Michael Jackson there, he's not one that I'd bring through, that could be controversial. Give me 1 second, I've written a few names down, just Marie. These I don't know who they are. Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you that one. So I think Buddy Holly.
I've seen him come through one of the things as well. No, you can't really. I don't know then. I'll start at the first video.
Okay. I didn't know who they were, so I thought I'd ask. Okay. So Terry Wogan, he's identifiable.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What I will do is ask for 3 spirits at a time who are famous, of some of them that put through. I've got a few on the list at the moment. Okay. So for famous spirits, I start with Freddie Mercury, that some of you have said. Elvis Presley, she's definitely distinct. Bob Marley. So Freddie Mercury, Elvis Presley, Bob Marley, they're all musicians as well. So let me just put the intention out there. Okay.
I will say this. It's my personal opinion. Spirits don't want to come through and talk all about their death and stuff like that. They want to come through on a positive note and try and give some validation.
Yeah, they will.
What are they looking for or not?
Yeah, when I do switch it from the visual to the audible, okay, spirit won't want to come through and they won't want to talk about their death in particular. They'll want to give some sort of confirmation and things like that. In my experience of doing this, they won't want to talk about death. They want to mention some of their songs, to give something else out. Remember, they're not now coming through to loved ones. They're going to want to have a bit of fun themselves. Spirit do like to have fun. And I can't promise this is going to work, but we're going to give it a best go. And I don't know anyone else that's done anything visual-wise. So we will try visual first, then I'll bring sound through. I've got a list at the minute. I will ask again in a minute, once I've done, say, 2 goes of this, to name some more spirits. At the moment, I'm going to go with asking and put my attention out there. Right, give me 1 second. Right, spirits and my guides are around me. Please, if possible, if you could try and bring, they'd like to come, Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury, Elvis Presley, and Bob Marley. So try and get me Freddie Mercury, Elvis Presley, and Bob Marley, please. And once I've got them from here, then I'll try and switch to the audible, and then I'll ask the questions from yourselves to ask. Let's see if we can get them through in a visual form first, because these are easily recognizable people. Elvis Presley, Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley. It's possible to bring them forward to us, please. Freddie Mercury. Thank you. Elvis Presley, Bob Marley. That's interesting for a start, but Elvis Presley, I just got the note coming through. There's actually a conspiracy theory around Elvis Presley. What I just got is he can't because there's not a spirit. Weird, but I got told we could grab his son instead. But I don't know anything about the son. I don't know. I didn't even know he had a son. Especially that was dead. I didn't know there was one alive. Oh, check. So if I change that slightly, right. We've got Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley. Yes, that's George Michael. So let's change the Elvis Presley to George Michael. Okay, Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, George Michael. I didn't know. I've never even asked that one before, Sandra or anyone else that's on. But I was just asking, is it possible to get them? Will they come? And I've got an immediate no with Elvis Presley. I did ask, why not? Well, because he's not in spirit was what I got told. But that's literally relying on them. But that surprised me for a start. But I have always wondered that. I know there is a conspiracy theory around him. So I've changed it now that we're going to be looking for Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael. We'll just try and check that they are around before I turn the app on. Here. Yes, stop. Thank you. George Michael. Is he here? Okay. Right. I have actually been told that the 3 are here. So let's see if we can bring them through and with some evidence then. Right, so now I've got to try and set this up again like I had previously. I may need to turn the light off that's around so you can see this clearer in a second. Right. It may take some time for them to get used to the app. Right. I'll turn the light off to try and make this clearer. So at the moment, his grandson. Okay. Right, okay. Closer a little bit, right. So spirit of Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael. If you're with us, please try and show your faces on this app. Okay. If you're successful at that, I will turn the spirit box on, see whether you'll communicate. We're looking, and yourselves are looking for Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael. Recap for anyone that's just joined. We're trying to bring famous spirits through. At the moment, some of the suggestions, the three that I've chosen initially, are Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael. We're trying to bring them through in visual form. It might take them a moment to actually get used to the app. This is a loop of what would have been like an analog video, and it's in a loop that they can manipulate the visual static, if you like. Okay, but yourselves now can see the screen better than I can. Okay, but I have been told that Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael are with us. So I'm hoping that they can show themselves on the app. Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, George Michael. Please, can you try and show yourselves on the app? If even one of you can, then I will turn the spirit box on as well. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. I'm not seeing many faces so far. I can start to see shadows now starting to form, which weren't there on the previous loop.
It's a shame it doesn't have a speed setting on that. That would have been handy, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's completely changed how it came through last time.
Huh?
You're the one that neither one of those, is it? And please, Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, George Michael, come and take my energy. If you can come through and show yourselves, please, on the visual app. Saw a face to the left, but wasn't recognisable. Me, maybe to you. I'm having to try and look through the other screen to the front screen. Bob Marley, you should be fairly easy to recognise because of the length of the hair as a start. You can come and use my energy to help you. I've just seen a hand, clearly. And again. I saw a guitar then as well, but I don't recognise, which was interesting as it's musicians we've asked for. Okay, even if one of yourselves could show clearly that people recognise the viewers at home, then I will turn the spirit box side of it. There was a clear face. I thought I recognised it as one of the three we've asked for. I'll see what yourselves say. Me, where I keep, sorry, I keep seeing more from this side here. So I'm trying to make it straight on for you. How do I get rid of the change the brightness? Because that's interfering with the screen for you. Turn my brightness on the screen down. Harder for me to see, but then you won't have the impact of a reflection. Can't see the comments. All right. I am told all three are with us. Any spirits that are around, we want to help give them energy. Just so these three, we don't want any others trying to show themselves. We want these three at the moment, please. He's not been asked through yet, so it should just be right. Is anyone else trying to show themselves on set? They've been good. Just three at the moment. Anyone else trying to? So it's just these three. I'm being told it's just these three at the moment trying to jump in. They normally are quite good, especially when they're not loved ones trying to. They've got no reason to fight, try and get to the front or push themselves to the front. So they'll normally listen to what's being requested. I haven't seen a recognisable face, but I have seen dreadlocks a couple of times now. When you saw Freddie, did he actually have a guitar in his hand? I don't understand which one I keep seeing with the guitar. I keep seeing a guitar across the front of one. There's dreadlocks 100%. I would have said that's just come up the screen now. And again, I thought I saw one with dreadlocks. Sharon, I've just seen your comment at the bottom there. You've got a numb feeling coming on your arm. I've got a feeling Mum might be watching over here and looking at your screen. She's well interested in one of these to see them coming through, is what I'm picking up. I don't know whether that makes sense to you. When I keep thinking I'm seeing Freddie Mercury, for instance, as if George Michael follows very closely with him. I'll give it a minute more and then I will put the Deadwave, the audible side on it as well and see whether they can. Sorry, give me one sec. Apparently, they can try and do the visual and the audible at the same time, which may actually increase their energies. Give me one sec. I'm just putting it away. Let me try and put the spirit box on as well as reverb on. Audio. Audio. Move the gate for a minute. Right. Spirits that I asked for, Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael. Are you with us? 3 different yeses.
Comments what they hear.
We're here. So the rest of you coming, I'll shut up for a minute. Spirits, Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael, if you're with us, and that was you that said yes, can you say your names, please? I didn't hear the surnames, but I thought I heard the first names. Thank you very much. Can I just say, first of all, to the 3 of you, thank you very much for coming through for us. I really appreciate it. Right. I don't know that much about all of these, but Fred, if you're with us, Freddie Mercury, if you're with us, can I ask, who did you buy a portrait or a picture for at Christmas? After you passed? Freddie Mercury, I understood from something that I read that you bought a portrait, a picture for someone that you gave for the Christmas after you passed. Who was that? Who was that person you bought the portrait for, please? Does anyone else that's watching know the answer to what I just asked? Okay? I have heard the answer and it's correct. He's repeating the answer. Marie just asked Freddie Mercury, could you tell us what your birth name was, please? We don't know the answer to this, but the answer with the portrait, I don't know whether any of you heard, I have just posted the name of the person on there, but I know that he said it 3 or 4 times. Does anyone know what his real birth name was? Okay, with Freddie Mercury, because I don't, Marie doesn't. So she asked me the question to ask, but I don't know the answer. Marie will look it up. But Freddie Mercury, what was your real birth? What was your birth name again, please? Freddie Mercury, please tell us the name that you were born with, please. Have you still got it on the screen? I'm going to show it. Yourselves whether you thought you had that as well. Right. Freddie Mercury. Okay, Freddie Mercury, could you tell us what your favourite song was that you sang, please, with Queen? Freddie Mercury, and then I'll move on to the other two. Freddie Mercury, what was your favourite song that you sang with Queen, please? Perhaps, Freddie, you could sing a few lyrics from your favourite song for us through the app, if at all possible. Yeah, my pleasure, he said. Come on then, please. Other spirits, step back and let Freddie do this. Freddie, can I just ask, were you singing? Were you singing? Were you singing "We Will Rock You"? Thank you. Freddie, could you give me the rest of the words to this little bit of a song? I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. Could we switch? Could we switch to Bob Marley for a minute, please? Is Bob Marley still with us? Is Bob Marley still with us, please? Yes, he's still here. Thank you. Could Bob Marley tell us what his favourite song was, please? That he sang.
Yeah.
I heard Gavin sing with me. There's not a chance because I don't know any Bob Marley songs off the top of my head. Bob Marley, what country were you from, please? Bob Marley, would you mind giving us some of your lyrics from One Love? Is there a different song, Bob Marley? Is there a different song that you could sing for us that you'd like to sing, or give us the lyrics to, please? Apparently, Bob Marley, you were buried with 5 things. I don't know the answer to this, but Bob Marley, what were you buried with, please? Heard of football and but apparently it's 6 things according to what I just got. Something else was on the list I crossed out. On the list. I heard football. I did hear football, Lorraine. Yeah, I did hear that. Okay, I got the last one, Tanya, on that. Apparently that was the 6th thing. Okay, over to Michael. So George Michael. Go on then, George Michael. So Bob's just said over to George Michael. Hiya, George. Faithful? Is that your favourite? Could you give us some words from Faithful? No. Hiya. Thank you for coming. Careful what you say to me. George Michael, what band did you used to be part of, please? What was the famous band you used to be part of, George? Thank you. You didn't check. Is it one of their birthdays? Fred Mercury, Bob Marley, or George Michael? Check it doing birthday. So don't have, you don't need to. Do it from here. Is it one of your birthdays? A few times now they've named it. 25th of June was his birthday. Okay. Right. Do any of you three want to say anything before we move on to the next three, please? You're more than welcome. Thank you for having me. Actually, would you have been able to do one more thing and maybe give some words to a song, all three of you together? Because I know Bob Marley did a cover of "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay." That's a famous song that maybe all three of you know the words to. Could you have given us a little bit of all three of you doing "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay," please? Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Did anyone hear part of that? It's obviously up to yourselves as well. Let me just one sec. I thought I heard the words, but obviously not them singing, "Sit on the dock of the boat, wasting time," and I didn't hear any more of that. I don't know whether anyone else heard. I know some people had mentioned earlier as well, Terry Wogan and Bruce Forsyth. Okay. Was Heath Ledger an actor as well? Was Heath Ledger an actor? I know someone had mentioned him earlier. Don't know anything about him.
You know, one with a mysterious death or something.
Okay, right. I'll tell you what, let's just do because both of them used to interview people. Right, Terry Wogan and Bruce Forsyth we'll try and bring through next. Okay, let me put the image on first and see whether we can bring Terry Wogan and Bruce Forsyth through. Leave you with that for 1 second, right? Terry Wogan and Bruce Forsyth, if possible, please. Terry Wogan and Bruce Forsyth. Bruce Forsyth with us. Terry Wogan. I'm only getting the Terry Wogans here at the minute, not Bruce Forsyth.
Fine. Yeah, one of them's gone.
But Terry's just said, could he bring Ronnie? And I believe he's talking to one of the two Ronnies. Could he bring with? I might as well say yes. Okay.
See if they can tell you the same when they come on.
Okay, so let me put the sound back on. But Terry's asked if he could bring Ronnie. So let's see. Let me just go back to that and I'll put the other on as well. Okay. Terry Wogan. Is Terry Wogan with us, please? Terry Wogan with us, please. Okay. Which Ronnie was he referring to, please? If anyone's got any questions, I don't know that much about Terry Wogan. So please put some questions up. Terry Wogan, thank you for joining us. Could you tell us where you were born, please? I don't know the answer to the questions here, but I don't know the answer we're listening to, so one of you will have to say when you do hear it. Terry, could you tell us what the famous singing Terry, thank you. Could you tell us what the famous singing competition was you used to host, please? Was it Eurovision? Seriously? I didn't know the answer to that, but I just heard Eurovision. Right, sorry, I'm getting excited. But thank you, Terry. Right. Terry, who was your most memorable person you interviewed, please? Well, I heard Deadwave, but with the where born, but I don't know. Who was your most memorable person you interviewed, Terry, please? There's many. What else did he? Are there any other particular areas? Terry, did you ever, in your younger days, Terry, did you sing? What's your real first name, please, Terry? Terry, could you tell us when you were born, please? Terry, could you tell us when you were born, please, Terry? Thank you, Terry. Terry, what was the BBC charity event you used to host each year? What was the charity event, Terry, that you used to host each year for charity? On the TV, please. What, the one that had a teddy bear as its mascot? What was the teddy bear called, please? Thank you. Terry, some of the viewers have asked, what was your first job in the public eye, please? DJ. Terry, Terry, how old were you when you passed, please, Terry? He just told us where, actually, as well as the age. Terry, could you tell us, you presented on the TV a show everyone know the name of, and you presented it between 1979 and 1983. Could you tell us the name, please, of the programme between 1979 and 1983? The quiz show. What was the quiz show you presented between 1979 and 1983, please? Blank, blank. Sorry, one sec. So I don't know what I've just done. If it was to block, I've done the block. I've done the block. I can't see what I'm doing. This. Terry, last question, if I can, Terry. I know we weren't going to touch death, but what other famous TV celebrity and DJ gave a speech at your funeral, please, with ginger hair? Say it again, please, and what programme he presented, he was famous for. It was Chris Evans and Tia, and I'm sure he just said the programme as well. Terry, can I say thank you very much for joining us, Terry? I wasn't positive you'd come, so I'm very thankful that you did. Thank you very much, Terry. Nice. Thank you. You're more than welcome. Thank you. He said, I would. I'm not just a celebrity. It was nice with him. All right. I just come across, I'm not even on the normal page. I don't know how she's done that right. So if anyone could name some other famous people they'd like to come through, no one controversial, please. I know one on the list, and I said not. I've heard a lot of song titles by that particular person. Okay, so if you can name some other celebrities you'd like to try and come through, please. Let's see what we can do. Okay? Or historic figures. And I still wouldn't mind asking Buddy Holly because I like a couple of his songs, but he's identifiable from the visual app. Princess Di, I'm not positive I should. Patrick Swayze, okay. Princess Di, I'm not positive that I should do. Someone I'd love to, but I don't think I should. Not probably. What have I done with the pencil? Bruce Lee could be interesting. Identifiable, definitely. Build. So Bruce Lee. Prince. Safe.
Yeah, I think so. Anything about it?
God knows what name I'm going to call him to us. I don't think I should call him through on the grounds of his death, Neil. Bob Marley, we've done. I'm writing some of these down. Robin Williams, was he? That a funny name. So I can't, depending on the death, I can't. Yeah, I don't want to be too controversial with because how they died. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Someone said Marilyn Monroe earlier. That could be interesting with JFK. Neil, we've already done Freddie Mercury, and he came. Initially, we did Freddie Mercury, Bob Marley, and George Michael, and all three came to us. Then we've done Terry Wogan already. And Elvis Presley, I couldn't get him through because I was told he's not in spirit, which was different. Anyone that's controversial or there's something around the death, I can't. I just already tried Elvis Presley. I did try to bring him through, and I was told there's no spirit, which was interesting because that's a conspiracy theory. Prince, I've got on the list. Bruce Lee, Patrick Swayze, Caroline Flack, Muhammad Ali, Marilyn Monroe. Which? No, I'm just reading out what's on the list. Which did you say no? I don't know a lot about the deaths here. No, okay.
You don't know.
So I don't know all the famous people, so I'm running them by Maria. If there's a controversy or anything, then I won't be calling them through. Paula Yates again. I can't really.
It's just the wrong one.
Who's that?
Because they passed this year. I've just looked them up.
Who was it?
And I was like, what?
That's the name I had earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Her 3-star as well. I've got to be careful on the deaths or whether it's going to cause me controversy if it's looked back at. Florence Nightingale. Right. Okay, that's all right. Just right. Got a few on the list, so let's go again. I know we had Marilyn Monroe and JFK asked for earlier. As time's passed, she said that was all right. Yeah. Okay. Marilyn Monroe, John F. Kennedy, Muhammad Ali. You can go with the 3 of those. You can go with the other 2 of those. Right. So I can look up here.
I don't want that one.
No. Okay. Right.
Some other time.
Okay. So let me write these down here so I remember which ones I'm now calling through. Muhammad Ali, Marilyn Monroe. First whether they'll come or it's possible to get them. And JFK. Spirit guides around me. Is there any chance?
Watching that's got a Geordie link.
Out of interest, is anyone watching that's got a Geordie link, please? Or is anyone that you've asked for Geordie that I wouldn't necessarily know the name for? Rosemary Biddlestone's got a Geordie link. One sec. Let me just and I can find out a bit more Marie's got. Give me one sec. Okay. So it's made us laugh. I'll explain. It made Marie laugh. Okay, with the Geordie link. There's someone here that's I think to do with one of the viewers. Okay. Eddie Large, I think, had come close to dropped it into Marie's head, gone asked for me, and sort of said, "No, it's too recent." It was, Gan on, man. Which Gan on, man. Go on, man. Which Geordie link? That's why we're asking on the Geordie link. Who's got a Geordie link that might come out with that phrase? I feel like it's a spirit that's to do with one of you viewers that would have been a fan of Eddie Large. Right. I mean, that's funny because I'd already had her name given to me as if she was around earlier, so Cilla Black I'll add to the list. But at the moment, 3 that I'm going to try now to call through. Muhammad Ali. Well, Muhammad Ali, is he possible to be got? I'm being told yes. Marilyn Monroe. Is it possible to bring her through, please? John F. Kennedy. Is it possible to bring him through? Marilyn Monroe. Okay, no to both of those 2. Okay. I'm getting no to those 2, so let's try and add some more to the list before. I've got yes to Muhammad Ali. So look at this list. Who else is on there? Patrick Swayze. Yes. Okay, one sec. Been told yes to Patrick Swayze. Isn't one that was on the list, but I've just got. Can I bring James Dean? And that was from Patrick Swayze. He's the one that died in the Porsche, isn't he?
Yeah.
James Dean. I've just got Patrick Swayze saying, can you bring James Dean? Let's go with Muhammad Ali, Patrick Swayze, and James Dean. Muhammad Ali. Yes. Patrick Swayze. Yes. James Dean. Yes. Okay. So we go back to just the visual to start with. That seems to be working to try and bring them through. So, and then I'll put the sound on in a second. How do I do that? Wrong way, that way. So, Muhammad Ali, Patrick Swayze, James Dean. You could please try and show yourselves on the visual app first, please. Faces are coming through already, actually. Tempted to go back and look at that picture with the car the other night. I look like a Porsche, right? Okay, so Patrick Swayze, James Dean, Muhammad Ali. If you could please try and show yourselves, okay, on the visual app here for me, please. That'd be fantastic. And then I'll put on the spirit box for you if this is possible. Patrick Swayze, you said James Dean, unless he was a fan of him in himself. So if anyone sees the faces or anything of those three. No, I don't think there's a VIP area. I was just wondering what came to me in my mind with Marilyn Monroe and JFK was as if they're now back on Earth in a different form. I wasn't told that they wouldn't come or anything. It was just like, I've got more, it's impossible. So I don't know whether they're back on Earth in another life. No, I don't believe there's VIP. If anything, right, Terry Wogan, as he said goodbye, I got more. Well, I wasn't just a celebrity, I was a normal person. And spirit do like coming through. If you think, unless family come through or they're noticed or whatever, when they're being asked, they might, especially for the celebrities, they like being in front of people. So a lot of them will arrive for being asked because they enjoyed being in front of people anyway. But do tell me if you start and see faces of any of those three coming through. It's Patrick Swayze, James Dean, and Muhammad Ali. Or show us something on the imagery that we'd recognise for the three of you. James Dean, it might be a car. Porsche. Muhammad Ali, maybe a boxing glove. Patrick Swayze, dancing. Something resemble dancing. But,
you're showing your lack of knowledge of.
Yeah, my lack of knowledge of Patrick Swayze. I was going to say show us ghosts, but then we're not going to see a lot. I did think he was great in that film. I just got a baby in the corner. That is something to do with one of his films, isn't it?
Yeah.
If one of you could show us an image there, please, then I will put the spirit box on for you to communicate. Or a symbol of one of the three of you, please. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, you could show a butterfly. Or a wasp. Or a bee, I mean. Sorry, yeah. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, not float like a butterfly, sting like a wasp. I thought I'd seen that as well, Sharon. I'll give something that we know that you're there from the visual images, please. As I thought I just saw Muhammad Ali with the rope that he'd have joined the ring with boxing gloves on as hand instead of hands. Oh, a long time ago, if I've seen it, Gemma, I believe I have. Now that I thought was Patrick Swayze as clear as anything on the right of the screen. All right, let's put the spirit box back on. George Michael's still here. George Michael's still here, but with Freddie Mercury. So George Michael's still here with Freddie Mercury, apparently. Right. Okay, is Muhammad Ali here as well, please? World heavyweight boxing champion. And Muhammad Ali, who have you brought with you in this group and cluster, please? James Dean. Is Patrick Swayze with you as well, please? Right. Muhammad. Who? Muhammad. Who is? What's your most memorable fight, please, Muhammad? Liam got to autograph. Oh, Yvonne. Liam couldn't resist that one. Okay. Muhammad Ali, could you tell us what you were born as? What was the name you were born as, please, Muhammad? Say that again, please. Do any of you that are watching know what his name was? Yes, that's correct, Anita. Okay, and I'm sure I've just heard that as well. Muhammad Ali, you were nicknamed to do with boxing. You were nicknamed as the what? It was the greatest. Correct. Mohammed, do you want me to call you Mohammed or Cassius, please? Would you prefer to be called Mohammed or Cassius, please? Cassius Clay is what I thought. I keep hearing. How, Cassius, how many fights did you have in total, please? Hear it. Okay. Sorry, The Thriller in Manila. Who did you fight against, please? The Thriller in Manila. Who did you fight against, please? How many fights the opponent from Thriller in Manila? So thank you. Your last fight was on December the 11th, 1981. Where did you fight your last fight, please? I didn't ask that part, but you've answered it all. Okay. My next question was, who was it against? Trevor Burbick. Thank you. Did you win or did you lose? How did you lose? Did you lose on a 9-round decision, a 10-round decision, or a 12-round decision? Okay. Lastly, Mohammed, could you tell us what your catchphrase to do with boxing was? Could you say your catchphrase about the butterfly, please? You floated like a... Cassius. You floated like a... Thank you. I'd say thank you, Mohammed. Okay, I'm going to ask Patrick Swayze to come through next, please. You're more than welcome. Thank you. Patrick Swayze. I don't know a lot about you. Patrick, how old were you when you passed, please? How old were you, Patrick, when you passed, please? What? Patrick, the viewers, Patrick, stop. Patrick, the viewers are asking, what was your famous line from Dirty Dancing, please? Patrick, how did you start your career, please? I know it was dancing for the Disney Theatrical Group. Okay. What was it called, please? Disney on Parade. And your claim to fame, how it really started, was in 1979 for a theatre production of Grease. Who did you star as, please? Danny Zuko, was that correct? What film did you star with? What a name. Who did you star in a film with Demi Moore, please? And what was the other actor, the lady from Sister Act? What was her name, please? Whoopi Goldberg. Thank you, because I'd forgotten Whoopi Goldberg. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. I'd forgotten her name and he's just answered it for me. Thank you. In which film did you break both of your legs, please? You broke both your legs in a film. What film did you break both your legs in, please? Letter from a Killer. Patrick, your final role You starred as an FBI agent, Charles Baker. Okay. What was that drama called, please? A lot of the viewers, Patrick, want to dare to dance with you anytime. Bet they do. What does that mean? All I got was I bet they do. As I'm Donnie Dark, and I don't understand that. He does. Okay, I do, he says. The dance with me came from someone different. Asked for a dance off. Patrick, who just asked for a dance off with you? Who just asked for a dance off with you in spirit, Patrick? Was he? Oh, I just got, when they were asked about dancing, I just got. Okay. Could you sing for us? Could you sing? Oh, the song's gone now. I can see. Yes, he was, Lorraine. Could you sing? Could you give us a bit of a song for us, Liam, before we go? Yes, but I don't know the song. He is still with us. I've been told Freddie, Bob Marley and George Michael are still with us. Sorry, not Bob Marley. We've got Freddie Mercury and George Michael still here. Could you sing She's Like the Wind for me, please, before you go? She's Like the Wind for us, please, before we bring James through. You're more than welcome. He's just said thank you for letting me use SpiritBox. You're more than welcome. So I've got a feeling he doesn't want to sing. Okay. You're more than welcome, Patrick. Thank you for coming. Okay. Do you want to introduce James Dean for us, Patrick, as you asked to bring him? Thank the Lord. Here's James Dean. Hi, James. James, thank you for joining us. Could you tell us how old you were when you passed, please? Yeah. 24, thank you. Okay. What film or program? What film are you remembered for most, please, James? Rebel Without a Cause. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And when you were in Rebel Without a Cause, you started as a troubled teenager. What was his name, please? Tim Stark. Thank you. And you starred, James. You starred, James. James. You starred as a ranch hand, Jet Rink. In what program? Thank you, Giant. Thank you. James. So when you passed away, you were in a Ferrari. Is that right? You were in a Ferrari. What was it? If it wasn't a Ferrari, what was it? It was jinxed. He just said it was jinxed. I didn't ask that. He just said it was jinxed, and I hadn't asked that. James, another actor. James, stop for a second, please. James, another actor. When you first got it, you showed him it, and he advised you not to drive it. Who was he, please? Please don't drive it. Yeah. Do you wish it was? Do you wish you'd listened? If the car was cursed, Because it caused multiple accidents afterwards, didn't it? Did someone curse the car? Okay, I won't. Can't repeat that part without the name. Go for it. Okay. One sec. He said, woman's husband paid for curse. He doesn't want me to name who. Oh, he's saying it himself now. I won't repeat it. It's all right, it's fine. Thank you, though. I won't repeat it, I promise. No, I said Ferrari because I knew he died in a Porsche, Neil. So I wanted him to correct me. What? James, tell us after you'd passed, what happened to the car? There were wheels sold, weren't there? And there was the engine sold. And the tyres went to a different vehicle. What did all three cause? Is the car still around? It ties up with what was on that program. What colour was the car, please? It was a black car. I thought it was silver. What colour was your car, James? What colour was the Porsche? The 550? It's when you died in, what was the colour when you died in? Silver. That's correct. passenger lived. Okay, the black and white, that's what you crashed into, wasn't it? Were you a good driver? I know you raced the cars as well. Were you a good or a bad driver in your opinion? Bad driver. Right. He didn't want me to repeat names, but effectively it was cursed because of what he was doing with another lady that was married. Which he said he didn't mind me repeating, but he didn't want me to say who. But I've just looked up as correct. But I will honour what he's asked because he's good enough to have come through. Right. So if Spirit do ask me to do that, I will honour what they're saying. He was good enough to come through. I will do 3 more, and that right. And that Patrick Swayze. I'll name 3 historical figures that you'd like to come through. Historical, not more recent, more historical figures. And let's try and bring 3 historical through if they'll let us. Where do you live? Reader said Merlin. I know they rushed those off of air as soon as he'd passed, Wendy, but that's correct. Okay. Arthur. I believe he'd lived, but not in the way that we know it. King Arthur and Merlin, then. We need one more along those lines to add as well. We had him the other night, Rosemary. Who was the one that lost the crown jewels in the wash? King John. So they're one of older figures or mythology. Let's see whether we can get those. And 3 others, so that I've just got 2 more sets of 3 to try and bring through. Name 3 other. They can be just celebs. We'll try and bring 3 others. William Wallace. Had him with that one. We've done Henry. I like that one. I do like that one. Albert Einstein. No, I won't. I just want to try and do 2 more groups, and that's it. Oh, no, that's probably enough. Actually, I didn't see the time. John Albert Einstein. Robin Hood was a person, wasn't he? Was he? He's not someone that I'd know much about. More fair, okay. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin. Okay. Right. If I was to call through King John spirits and guides, would you be able to bring me King John? Okay, I'm told yes with King John. Spirits, if we try and bring Albert Einstein, were you able to bring in the Albert Einstein, please? Told yes. Spirits, if we called through Charlie Chaplin, would he be able to come? Right. John Lennon? Another was asked for. John Lennon. Not going anywhere near. Last part I need to do with his fame. Okay. King John, Albert Einstein. John Lennon. Let's see if we can bring him through his image first. And these will be the last 3 then, right? King John, Albert Einstein, John Lennon. Right. King John, Albert Einstein, John Lennon. If you 3 can show yourself, please. Tanya must be watching. Right. Has anyone seen any of those at the moment? So I just had to pop to the bathroom. Albert Einstein, John Lennon, King John. King John here, I just heard. Right. So it's just hung itself. Right. King John, Albert Einstein, John Lennon. Still here. Cassie's place still by Marie. Cassie's Clay, Muhammad Ali. Boxing. Whatever we were doing pensions, without even answering the question. So I don't know what you were asking questions about, but I think you just had answers to Muhammad Ali. Sorry. Was it? Yeah. So, apparently King John was a... But King John, are you with us, please? Is he here? Yes or no, please? King John, who was your father, please? King John, who was your father, please? I don't know much about King John, so I need your help. King John, how come you're... King John, how come you're still so famous? Thought that'd make you go quiet. Are you famous because you lost all the crown jewels? Insolent people. Carol, who's buried at Worcester Cathedral? Who's buried at Worcester Cathedral, Carol? Okay. King John, who's buried at Worcester Cathedral, and what relation is he to you? Richard. Richard has a nickname nowadays. King John. Richard has a nickname. 1 sec, I think he's telling me to. Sire. Richard has a nickname nowadays. What's his nickname, please? But he's Sire. Reinhardt, okay, thank you. Where are you buried, King John, please? Oh, Sire. Sorry. Worcester, I don't know where's Worcester? Sire, Sire, your brother's famous for being Lionheart, and you're famous for, what was it, please, King John? It wasn't my fault. It wasn't his fault, apparently. So I'm only saying Sire. He's told me with a dagger in his hand that I meant to call him Sire, not King John. Muhammad Ali, knock him out. Call him Muhammad. Muhammad Ali's now sticking up for me that he'll knock him out. Right. Sorry? Okay. Right. King John, step back, please. Is Albert Einstein here with us now, please? Thank you, King John. Sire. Right. Albert Einstein. Thank you, delinquent. I've just got a thank you from King John calling me a delinquent. That's a first. Albert Einstein, are you with us, please? Yes, he is. He's tried a bomb. Albert Einstein. Without the long explanation, what are you famous for, please? got to look it up again, right? Okay. Albert Einstein, you developed a theory. What was the theory of? Liam, step back for us, please. Albert Einstein, what was your theory of, please, that you developed? He's going into the detail of it rather than telling us what it's called. I know it's quantum mechanics, but the theory of relativity, is that what it was called? It was. Okay. But you're more famous, okay, for your mass energy equivalence. What was your formula you're famous for, please? What were you famous for? What was the equation you were famous for, please? I'm getting, please ask me to explain. I don't think I want to ask him to explain. What year did you receive the Nobel Prize in Physics, please? (1921). Thank you. Any of you got any questions for Albert Einstein? What was your birthplace, please, Albert? Where were you born? He's named the place, not the country. Thank you. What country did you pass away in, please, Albert? Most people say not USA, it's United States of America. When you left Germany, where did you move to, please, Albert? Switzerland. That's correct, Carol. I heard him say Ulm And then he did go on to Germany. So what country did you renounce your German citizenship, please, in 1896? Albert, in English, please. Name the country in English, please. Albert, what citizenship did you keep for the rest of your life? Swiss. Thank you. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Albert, for joining us. Thank you. You can step back so we could bring the last one through, which was John Lennon, please. Thank you very much, Albert, for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. I'm preaching heart, not heart. Did you say I've got a big heart or a big ass? Patrick Swayze, you just said. Yeah, he's saying hello as he steps back to the others that are still here. The other 8 are still okay. Thank you. Right, is John Lennon still here, please? Hiya, John. It must be someone that's watching's birthday, because every single one that's joined us has said happy birthday as they've either departed or arrived. Marie's dad loved me. She said Marie's dad loved me. Okay, makes sense. Hiya, John. I'm on TV. Kind of TV. Okay, John. One of the viewers has asked, who was the original drummer with you in the Beatles, please? I don't know the answer that we're looking for there, so I'll show my knowledge. Carol on the Beatles. I'm sure he said something, then followed Ringo, or something like that. I know there was a Ringo Starr, but I don't know whether he was the instrument. What instrument? It was the drums. Yes, please. He says, do you want us to play? Yes, please. Go and play something for us, please. Go on, John. Yes, please. Okay. No. We'll give you the words and you sing it for us. No. On then, John. Put yourselves through the app, please. If you listen to what they're saying, they maybe giving song lyrics. My choice. Oh. Yellow Submarine. Yellow Submarine, then, please. Should have asked Bishop. It's just someone to say. Well, then, please, if you can sing, the Yellow Submarine. That'd be fantastic, please. I don't understand what he's telling me. Right. I don't understand what he's telling me. His head is like, imagine. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know too much about. How is it? Okay. Who, John? Who's Julia? John, who's Julia, please? Rosemary's British. She said, now she's asked. She's named the person who's asked the question. He said the name through the app of the person who's asked the question. Was Stuart Sutcliffe an original member of the band? Right. Thank you, John. As it's getting late, I wish I'd have kept you longer. But are all the magicians we've asked tonight still with us? Are all the people that I've asked to come forward? Are they still here? If not, who's still with me, please? We've gone down the list, the majority of them Terry Wogan. Okay. Do you want to do something or say something together before we go? Before I go offline? Is there something you'd like? Is there something that you'd all like to combine on to say words of a song or something before we go? Goodbye. Thank you. They're all saying goodbye. Happy birthday to Zoe is what she said. That's correct. Okay. Thank you. Can I say to all of you, thank you very much for coming. Thank you so much. It was our pleasure, they've said. You're more than welcome. Thank you. Okay. Do you want to send your love to the viewers for me and say goodbye, please? Thank you all for listening. It just said. Thank you. I'm glad it was good. Go on then. Go on then. Thank you very much. It's your pleasure. Thank you. You're getting carried away now, Spirit. Thank you for bringing us forward. Don't thank in turn saying thank you. As a combined, can you say? Great night, you're welcome. Liam's thanking him now as well. You're more than welcome, thank you. Do you want to say a combined goodbye and good night? Good night, ladies and gentlemen. It was fun. It was wonderful.
I have more to say in the goodbye than what they said.
I think let's turn it back on. Good night. Thank you. We'll turn that off quick because I turned it back on. Right. Okay. I think they had fun, especially from the good boys. Yvonne, Liam was desperately trying to get John Lennon to say good night to you personally. No, they did seem to have fun. And they were all here at the end. Terry Wogan had gone back. Marley had stepped back. And King John was near but wasn't talking, as apparently I'm a delinquent. Whose idea was it to bring King John? I think I'm having my own with the crown jewels. I think I'm on my own fault. All right. Apparently, so I'm a delinquent, according to King John. And he didn't like bringing up Richard the Lionheart. That's got a good memory, and him being remembered as losing the crown jewels. But I enjoyed that. I hope all of you did. Okay. It was quite interesting. There was a lot of evidence. I know I sped it up a little bit towards the end, but needed to. I wanted to bring a few more through. Plus, I didn't know as much about the end ones as I knew or remembered with Marie's help about the top ones that we brought through. I did find it very, very interesting. So it worked, and it was all your idea as viewers to bring famous people through with their images, which seemed to work as well. I know we switched and drifted across more to the spirit box. It was very, very interesting. It just surprised me that what we'd call famous or celebrities stayed with for the rest of the night as we were drifting off. And we'd still got Freddie and George and Mohammed and the others that just wanted to say goodnight. So they've really enjoyed it, and they were watching the rest of it. So thank you very, very much, all of you, for joining me. And I will catch you all again soon. But I thought that was a wonderful evening. I didn't expect it to go as well as it actually did. That was wonderful. So thank you very, very much, all of you. Take care, and you all have a good night's sleep, and we'll catch you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.